Hey, hot water, honey and lemon. I was just painting while I was listening to the speech. I know it was only little, and he did say a few things, but oh, it's still going. I'm just wondering what was said behind the scenes. I like where they said free about something was said about freedoms to generations unyet born, as we know. Um, he did say something about he was just going about American soldiers falling and obviously side by side Americans fought side by side with their allies to stop the wars. Um, Probably why a lot of people used to hate Americans because they fought very fiercely, and I didn't know that they were called the devil dogs because of their fierce fighting spirit, which is brilliant. Some people would see that as bad, wouldn't they? And my little boy was there about 11 who saved his money up to go over there, and Trump said something about that little boy, he's way before his time, which made me think of Tesla and people. He also said because the 100th anniversary, the date of it, obviously way back was 1918, people 1918, but obviously there was bits said there. It was a little speech. I'm just wondering, do all these world leaders do a speech? Is Putin doing a speech? But the one thing I did notice is, remember, it's what's been said to those people behind closed doors. Now, what I did just go and do is I just went back and watched Space Force of the bit before when they were all sat down with Merkel and Putin, and I didn't see the beginning, so that made me laugh because Trump's in the middle, obviously, and all the other, world leaders, whatever, are sat behind. So they should be. Checkmate to all them lot sat behind. You've been told what's going down. No more world wars, this, that, and the other, all that sort of stuff. Because he's sat in the middle and they're all sat behind. I didn't realise that Putin came in last, I think. Putin walks down, and what I noticed was Putin did this. He's walking down, he looks over to him and he goes like this in his mouth. He goes, he sort of does that, like and then he walks past and stands there and he's smiling. He looks like he's dying to laugh. And the thing is, Trump came down, sat down, Melania sits next to Merkel. She didn't look that happy, even under the circumstances. We know why she's not happy. And then Putin comes in last, because Putin gives somebody some information. And he looks like he's dying to laugh. And he sat there. And the thing is, remember people, I thought it was Russia, Russia, Russia. So why are all these people shaking his hand and smiling at him? And then he sits down, I think, was it next to Merkel on the other side? Whoever he was sat with. So, yeah, I thought it was Russia, Russia, Russia. But they're all, greeting him, aren't they? But it's just funny if you think about how Trump comes in, sits down in the middle. They're all there behind him. Massive checkmate. And then Putin comes in. Look, you can tell he looks like he's dying to smile. Does this as he's walking down, like that. He looks up and sort of does that, and then he's like, he looks like he's dying to laugh. To me, he looks like he's dying to laugh because he knows what's going on. Yeah, Russia is not the enemy. No, it definitely wasn't. It was China. But that's what makes me laugh. Why are all these people sort of, all there shaking his hand and all that if it was Russia? But like I said, it's just funny how Trump comes in, they're all sat down, and then the last one to come in is Putin. So, yeah, China is, yeah. So that was just funny. I just went back and watched that because I didn't see that little bit right at the beginning. But people might say, oh, that was only a little speech that Trump's just done. It might be a little speech, but that is not what's going on behind closed doors. What do you think they were talking about behind closed doors? All the world leaders are there. Could be catching people for all we know. But if you go and look back at Space Force, and the video's quite choppy, um, when they sat near the monument, or whatever it is, the front that archway, and Trump sits down and he's looking and Merkel's like, I thought, oh, it's so funny. And then you just watch Putin's face because you can just tell he knows. Like I said, he's dying to laugh. He looks like he's dying to smile. When you're trying to hold it in, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they hold it all in. And like I said, he does that when he's walking past, as if to say, yeah, you're getting your comeuppance now, trying to blame me. And there, like I said, you got Trump here, Merkel, she's going down anyway. You've got you've got Putin, and then all the other leaders are sat behind. Yeah, Because these two are running the show, people. These two are running the show. Putin knows, Trump knows, running the show. So that's why I could see when you look at it with different eyes and look at things different. Hi, and listen to the speeches. I just thought I'd come on because I listened to speech. Like I said, people might think it's small, but I don't know if they're doing anything more later on or if there's more speeches. I thought there's, yeah, Merkel's definitely finished. That's signifying it as well. Does Putin make a speech? Do they all make a speech? I don't really get what goes on, but don't forget Trump did say before he went to France, as he was going to France, he won't be there that long because he's coming back because there's a big event. So don't look at it like, oh, much wasn't said. Yeah, Trudeau next. Trudeau was there as well. I'm surprised his eyebrows stayed up in the rain, but there you go. Because like I said, the disclosure, I'm not saying they're going to disclose it today or anything. Certain things will be said, but it is coming, people. It is coming because I don't know if it'll be done by them, but it will be done even if it's by us. But like I said, there's lots of stuff coming in the new year. People might think, oh, it's being pushed to the new year. No, there's lots of things going down now. Tribunals are happening in the new year. There will be stuff still happening this month. We know something big's coming on the 22nd. But if you look at the speeches, watch and listen to them, you'll see a lot more going on with people's body language. That's what you've got to look for. Certain things who are in front of people or behind people, that's what you've got to look for. That's how it works. So yeah, so if it's mainstream media, they'll be reporting on different things. It's just like when Trump stood in front of the Queen when he came over here, the MSM were reporting on how rude he was, that he shouldn't have done that because people don't normally do that. Well, they would because they know really it signifies that Trump's in control and it was a checkmate situation. Everyone goes out laughs about the checkmate chess sort of thing, but it is a game to some people. So. And I saw a lot of you on there as well. We were like, hi, where we go on, we go on. So that was quite funny. Hi, listen, see how fake media said Trump cancelled and wouldn't be doing a speech. Exactly. If mainstream media, especially America, have put up Trump cancelled it and he wouldn't be doing a speech because they don't want people going looking. Well, they did do the speech. Well, he didn't cancel it. He just delayed it a little bit. It was a little bit later than he said he was going to go on, so therefore they tripped themselves up going, it's cancelled. No, it wasn't. And I reckon he'll be doing a lot more big speeches when he gets back to America for the big event that's coming, which he said the other day. So don't look into things if you think, oh, it wasn't a very big speech or this and the other. You've got to look at it a totally different way. A totally different way. It's on 17. A totally different way. I'm just sticking my picture that I did in my... I've actually decided to put it in my collage book. Just waiting for painting to dry. I put it in the wrong place actually, but I've wrote on it, we will never forget, worldwide. Worldwide. Hi again. I said I'd probably come on again. I thought it was going to be a bigger speech, but like I said, you've got to look at body language and certain people, and I couldn't stop looking at Merkel thinking, oh my God, she is Hitler's daughter. She looks like Hitler. As we know, if you go and find the pictures of him and put them up against her, because he didn't die when they said he did. Like I said, it was 1918. I thought that was hilarious. Trump said, yeah, 100 years in 1918. 18, next phase is 18. Who's 18? 1918. Can you believe it? Can you write this shit? You know what I mean? 1918. 18. 18. Just makes me laugh. Could have been 1917, but 1918 we're in 2018 now. That was 1918. Is that number again? 18. Yeah, Merkel's definitely next. But if you go back and watch the videos, look at Merkel's face. She's there all like, oh yeah, I'll shake your hand. But really, she looks miserable. Not miserable because it's a Remembrance Day. Miserable because she knows it's the end of her reign of terror and war and whatever, especially being a you-know-who's daughter. So they all sit there pretending this, that and the other, and you can tell by body language and the faces. Look at the beginning of it where I watched it on Space Force, the one where they were sat near the monument. The people behind Trump, look at the faces. Some of them are like, "Moo." And it's not just because it's a Remembrance Day, it's because they know it's the end of the cabal. Trump and Putin can slave the world if they want. Yeah, but that isn't what they want. That's not what it's about. Yeah, Trump made a good speech. He did, though he was short, so some people might say he didn't say anything. They could, but that's not what it's about. Our Queen hasn't done any of us any favours recently. No, but Charm, did you see the speech the other day that Prince Charles made, which I was like, oh my God, I don't want to watch this. He said when he reigns and he never says anything, it's gonna be a different ruling to before. And I thought, yeah, because somebody's been told you either sort your country out in the coming future or the shit drops about what's been happening behind closed doors there. And they said on TV the other day, it's an unusual thing, it doesn't usually happen. He sat there and went, I care about my grandchildren and your grandchildren. No, you do now, because we know stuff. A lot of us know what's gone on behind closed doors. Yeah, exactly. Insulted as soon as he arrived because they're insulting him because they know what he's bringing to the table. They know basically the symbol thing of going over there is to tell the EU now, I'm telling you now, I bet you any money. When Trump leaves the country and goes somewhere else, things happen in America. Like we can see now, Cali fires, all the Cali fires that are going on, all the other fires that are going on, all this stuff that's happening in America right now, false flags, false shootings, this, that and the other. The deputy guy was laughing about that bar shooting, saying he's met God. It's been seen that he was chuckling, false flags to take you away from certain stuff, yes. So when he's out of the country, something happens. So I bet you any money, as soon as he leaves France, it'll all start kicking off over there because basically when he goes somewhere and he's in front of someone, they're all behind him. He's basically told them, this is what's happening, we know this, that and the other, sort yourself out, you're going down, people will be in. That's why Merkel will be going very soon. If she's not stepped down already, she will be doing. So will May. That's why Judge Ginsburg is stepping down through illness or whatever. Yeah, right, whatever. It's because she knows she has to. She shouldn't have been asking, she shouldn't have been telling people that paedophilia is good for children because that's what she said. And she wanted to bring the sense of sex down to 12. So you're not a good judge, really. You don't want her ruling over in America. That's why she's going, and there will be another judge put in by Trump, just like Kavanaugh, because you need proper good judges, not corrupt ones. Which, like I said, America sneezes, the world catches the cold, so that's why it's happening. Trump said the other day in a speech that they're talking about Africa, they're talking about Syria, they're talking about many other countries. He said we're talking about the EU. So if you're not listening to the speeches properly when Trump's talking, you've really got to listen. Why are they talking about them countries? What's happening in them countries? We know what's going on. Yeah, he's talking about them. He's also telling them behind closed doors. So you've got to listen very carefully. So when Trump comes back to America, watch what happens this way. The indictments and stuff, yeah, amen, world sneezes. Exactly. So that's why when people watch certain stuff, they go, well, he didn't really say much there, did he? Well, he did. Well, he did. You watch as soon as he goes back to America for the great event. Remember what he said. You watch it kick off over here. It's kicking off in America right now with the Cali fires and there's lots of things going on over there right now because the Democrats are going mad. There's another big wave, red wave coming because they've been caught with fraud with the voting system yet again. Obviously, it's not Russia, and people have seen, and I think they're going to do a recount. If they do a recount, guess what? Massive big red wave again because you know what's going on there. So you've got to look at it in a different way. I did watch a bit of our parade today, but I couldn't watch the Royals. They just did me head in, so I just couldn't watch them. But please go and look back on Space Force channel, and it's a bit choppy. But if you watch the beginning of it, I didn't see the beginning of it where Trump came in and sat down next to Merkel, and then Putin came in last. I was like, oh my God, because them two have come in then at that time because it's them two together. Remember, the ball's in your court. What information has been given? And we can all see that if you go and look on YouTube with the ball that was given to Trump, which the ball's in your court. That quote was given by Q months and months ago. Next, then so many months after that, Putin comes out when Trump goes over to see Putin. Putin gives him a ball, as you can all see, and passes it over and says the ball's in your court. So therefore, those not believing in Q again, it was right there given to us months before it happened. What information? We know what information. It wasn't Russia, it was China. Yeah, I would rather watch lizards, exactly. So there's lots of things going on behind the scenes, like I said. but it's coming, people. Um, yeah. Joseph FP Farrell interviewed by dark journalist YouTube about MK Ultra and Knights Templar. Yes, MK Ultra. Yes, Knights Templar. Yes, MK Ultra. Because a lot of people think this MK Ultra thing's a farce, or yeah, it happened in the 1940s or whenever they brought it out in the military and they were doing stuff to people. No, actually, it's been going. It never stopped. The war never stopped. We've been in a silent war, like I keep telling people. If you watch William Cooper or listen to it on YouTube, because it's quite a difficult book to read. It's very long. We've been in a silent war for years. The war never ended, but this is a signal. This is a signal today that yes, it's ended, because we know, and Trump knows, and a lot of people know. So it is a signal of that. If people don't understand, we've been in a war. It never ended. It just went into a silent one, like I said before, about food and the way they get us in different things and different ways. It's not necessarily how we had a war before, but like I said, Hitler did not die. Hitler did not die in the war when they said he did. He went underground and they came out as corporations and institutes and stuff like that. So, well, the military runs out of things to weaponise. They weaponise us. Yes, they have weaponised us, and MK Ultra was used for. Sometimes you don't know, and and something triggers you, and this is why you get people going in shooting places up, and then they've gone to prison and said, I don't remember it. They don't remember it because they've been MK Ultra. I'm not saying everybody. They don't remember because they've been brainwashed. You just need to go and research about all of that. Why didn't it take so long? Why did what not take so long? Why did it take so long? She's a crazy haired Democrat. Who? Why did what take so long? MK Ultra has been about a long time. It has. Some people think, oh yeah, I've read about it. It was in the 1940s or whatever. No, it's been here. They use it on people in Hollywood, on big famous actors. You can see it all over YouTube. You've got Jay-Z and Beyonce, where she sat there at that game looking spaced out, everyone like, what's wrong with her? You've seen it in Eminem. There's loads of people. That's how they use it. You want to get famous. Sometimes stuff happens. That's how they do it. Suggested caliphiles started by laser weapons, direct aircrafts. They've got weapons out there, and this is how they start stuff. People think it's whack, but that's what happens. I believe, did someone say Hollywood's on fire? Wouldn't surprise me, because they're going down anyway, because Hollywood's an evil place. Well, some people are evil there, and it's the entertainment business people want to be looking at as well. The big entertainment business, the music industry, and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just looking at something. This is where people, like I said, stop looking to the stars. It's the stars in the sky, not the stars on TV. Burning up all the burning up Malibu right now. Well, exactly, because Trump's away, they're all going crazy. The left side, the Democrat side, they're all going crazy trying to get this stuff out. Because, like I said, let them use the weapons. They're going to use it all up. They know what's coming. So, like I said, when Trump goes back, big things will be happening, and then it'll all. There will be stuff going on over here. They've been told they don't like it. Volcano activity, yeah, there's all that as well. And there's lots of things happening. Let me just see. A beautiful rose. I put some roses up before. A pink one. Uh, uh. The fires in California are from volcano activity, in my opinion, and several others. I do think that, but I do think some are weaponized, because I do believe they have weapons to set things off. Because obviously in California, you only have to set something off and it'll just burn up. Also, I think Wi-Fi and stuff like that, you'll see things burnt down, but stuff isn't burnt down outside, like trees and stuff. Only certain things, or whichever way round it is, for the counting in Florida. Oh yeah, there's been a lot of like they did over here with Tommy on the marches saying, oh, it's good, don't go down there because it's been cancelled and this and that other. There's been messing around with the voting, so Trump knows about that. Yeah, yeah. So if there is a recount, there's gonna be more. There's going to be more reds than blues. Because they were telling people to go, oh no, don't come here and vote. We're not doing it here. You've got to go home and do it online. When actually they were doing that, they were just trying to distract them and say, go and vote online when really they weren't voting online. Or if they did vote online, it'd get changed to blue. Tommy is with Gus Hale's video just in. I'll check that after. Is that a channel? Does anyone know? Is he still going to America on the 14th? Because I'm finding that very interesting. Does anyone know? Does Charmed know? Is he still going? As far as we know. Storm Upon Us part of Q was saying it was laser targeted. Exactly, there's laser targeted fires. There are things going on with volcanoes and stuff. But there are things that can be, there are weapons that set things off, and there are lasers and certain stuff. There are lasers that can give you heart attacks. There's all sorts of different stuff because there's technology out there that we don't know of. Well, we do know of. It's not really secret. Space Force isn't a secret. ET technology and beings is not actually a secret. We just want it confirmed properly. It's not actually a secret because a lot of us know about it. Yes, he's going to America. He's still going to America. See, I was saying ages ago, Tommy's part of the plan, whether he knows it or not, I believe. And if he's going to American Congress to tell them about the problems in the EU, even though in the UK, Trump knows because when he first went to prison, his son tweeted out about Tommy. So, and they know anyway because so does Farage, and Farage is friends with Trump. And I did say it was all connected, which I still believe it is all connected, whether he knows it or not. This plan has been in place for a very long time. Whether he knows it or not, he is part of it because he is someone who speaks up. So obviously they'll see that and they want to know, even though they know anyway, but it's got to look like he's going over there and they're being told, but we know, they know, they know. So that's what I see. Yeah, or maybe Tommy doesn't know about Q. Maybe Tommy doesn't know about the movement. Maybe he doesn't know he's part of the plan. But in my eyes, he is part of the plan because he's spoken out. He's got a scene. They want to know because they know anyway. They've got everything on every country. They know what's going on globally. But to put it out there to people that know about Tommy, I can't explain it. I know what I mean. They'll bring him over and then go, oh, we found out, in the UK this, that, and the other's happening, and bring that to the world. The world awakening, even though a lot of us know, if you see what I mean talking about. That's how I see it anyway. So it doesn't matter whether he knows or not. In my eyes, it's all connected because there has to be a little revolution in every country around the world to kickstart something off. Oh, that's good. Maybe he doesn't know, but the thing is, if he's going to America to talk to American Congress, boom. He might not know, but Trump definitely does. He's already said about the EU problems in the EU. That means us as well with different things going on. He knows about it because it wanted to get into America and that's why it's been stopped. That's why he says America first and then the world. I reckon Tommy's connected into all. Yeah. So don't forget, some people are like they know, well, they don't know when they really do. I'm seeing a lot of that going on at the minute. Well, that's why everyone went mad about Farage because he never reported on Tommy properly. Well, I believe there was a reason for that. And Farage is friends with Trump, the only MP that went over there to congratulate him the day he won. That's why on his show it says Nigel Farage and it's Trump's voice. Now Nigel is coming back. Sounds a bit like Trump in his speeches, just tells people what it is, how it is, like Trump does. Some people don't like the way he says it, but he talks like Trump. He just says it as it is. Because like I said, Trump's not a politician, he's a businessman. That's what America needed because like I said, the war we've been living in was silent and it was to do with corporations and stuff. He's a businessman. It needed a businessman, not a politician. Most politicians are all the same. He isn't a politician. He loves America. He's a businessman and that's what they needed and that's what the world needed because that's what's taken over. Corporations and banks, as we all know, the Rothschilds, the Federal Reserve years ago, most of it's to do with the Federal Reserve and all that. So that's why they needed to bring Trump in on the plan because he's a good businessman, brings things under target and under the money that it brings it in at a good price. So That's what it is. MK Ultra is responsible for all these mass shootings. Yes, they MK Ultra. These people, they don't know what they're doing. They'll say they don't remember doing it. They're MK Ultra. If you don't know about it, you need to go and research about it. It's not a thing that stopped in the war. Wherever they were testing things, found out they could use it to use people, to weaponize people. So if you don't believe that, yeah, like the person who shot themselves on the Washington lawn. They got a phone call, then they shot themselves on the Washington lawn because they were triggered by something. You don't know you've got it until you're triggered with something. So you could be a good person and then you've done something and people are like, oh my God, look into it, people. Don't just take it from me. I'm not just saying this, I research, you can see it all out there. It's in documents. That is in Behold the Pale Horse as well. Please go and read that book or listen to it on YouTube because you'll be amazed. It's got everything in it from the Silent War, MK Ultra, ET that was left here, like that's why the film came out, an extraterrestrial alien technology, JFK, Q clearance is in it. This was done about 30 years ago or something, so I think people need to get expanding their thinking. Yeah, it's extreme hypnotism. They have different egos, don't they? That's why Beyonce says she's got one called Sasha Fierce. Sasha Fierce, yeah. Who are you with? Jay-Z, what's he all about? Who does he hang around with? Old Brahma bitch, the witch? Yeah. Go research. Go and look at people who, go and type in Beyonce at the basketball match and you tell me she's not under something where she's like this. And Jay-Z looks at her and goes, and then he looks away like, oh no, oh God, I'll just wait till she's stopped going on one. I hope nobody notices. If you don't think it's real, go and check it out. These laser weapons and microwave. Yeah, microwaving's bad for us. Now we've got one in the house. It's ridiculous. Frying your eyeballs, like Hitler said, weapon technology, microwaves, people. Wouldn't think that, would you? Corporations together and 30 banks basically own the world. 13 satanic bloodlines by Fitz. Yes, 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 yes. That's all in the book as well. The Kennedys do come from a bloodline, but like I said, you can change what you want to be and how you want to do things. But I do believe some were for humanity and some weren't. But it doesn't mean you have to follow suit with the family you were born in. You weren't asked to be born in the family you were in, so you can change. And that's what I believe the Kennedys did in the end. I'm not saying all the Kennedys were good. Not everyone's been a perfect angel, but in the end, sometimes you realise, and I think that's what they did. And that's why he got assassinated in the end, because he was about to bring stuff out. That's why he says Israel is last, because who's part of that? The Rothschilds. What are the Rothschilds? The rich banks and stuff? Yeah. Federal Reserve. The Bushes, like I said before, they funded Hitler, the Bush family. They have, as it's out there, apparently been trafficking drugs and opium. That's why they were taking down America with drugs, because that's got in everywhere, even over here, with opium, people. Killing the people off. And I found this out through researching, all from Q. Drop the breadcrumbs and you find it out. So that's why I say when people think it's rubbish and it's not real and it's a bad movement, really, and it's a conspiracy, really. Who's reporting it's a conspiracy? Mainstream media. Do mainstream media tell the truth? No. So people really need to wake up. Yeah, the uranium, Clinton. I don't think they sold it to Russia. I think they sold it to, was it Iraq or Iran or something? We're going to nuke America and blame it on Russia. Well, not to Putin anyway. Yep, Q knows everything. They've got everything on everyone in every country, so they know. It's just interesting. It was just interesting to watch that speech, but then I went back to the beginning where they were sat on the monument. Yeah, I saw you in there. Whoop, whoop. I saw, is it Rennie? And I'll just call you XX. I saw you in there. It was a little speech, but I was listening. Yeah, we will win. To me, it's the day, what marks today? 1918. 18, remember 18? R's the new phase. It stops now. Like I said, East India Company is still running drugs. But yeah, well, not for long. All them world leaders were behind Trump and Putin. Says a lot to me. And then Putin came in last. Like I said, he did this. If you look, he went, when he came over, he looked like he was dying to laugh. Remember, he passed the ball over. What did that signify? He said, the ball's in your court. You've got the information, and what you do with it is up to you. Yeah, great speech by... Yeah, because they were talking about the fallen American soldiers and how they were... What was it? They were called the Devil Dogs because in spirit they were really good fighters. So that was brilliant anyway. That needed to be said. Was fun with you all there. Yeah, it was quite fun. Like, yeah, cute. Oh, where we go and we go. Oh, wow. So don't look at it. It's like, oh, his only little speech. Remember what he said when he's not staying there long. He's going back to the United States because there's a big event coming. There's a big event coming on the 22nd. And like I said, because he's gone out of the country, loads of things are happening when he goes back. I'm sure there will be. And I think when he goes, there'll be lots of things happening here. Watch out for Merkel and all that sort of stuff. And yeah. See, some people will look at it and be like, well, I didn't see anything. Well, you ain't listening and you ain't looking. Go back on the videos and look at the body language of other people at the beginning of that parade. Is hilarious. Thank you. So I just wanted to come on and say that, you know, you've got to look at it in a different light, like really look at it, listen to certain words. The Rothschilds and Rockefellers, yeah. So he's like, I don't know when he flies back to the United States. I don't know if is it later on tonight, tomorrow, I don't know. Is there anything going on? Does Putin make a speech? Do they all make it? I don't know. Who's stealing the election? It doesn't matter. He already knows. They know they've stealed the election. They've been caught stealing. There's loads of things coming up. They're getting caught in their own lies again. So if they do a recount, guess what? Giant tsunami, red wave again. He's won Senate anyway. It doesn't really matter. He won Senate. That's what's important. But we all know what they're doing. We all know what's happened with the votes. He knows what's happened with the votes. Watch what happens if they do a revote. Oh, big massive red wave again, people, because they've been conning the people again. And guess what? It wasn't Russia. So look out for that one. But yeah, so I'm going to go because I keep saying I won't go on and my voice is just going and going. Pure love, yeah. Yeah. So you've just got to... No, the Dark Brotherhood can't stand exposure. The convent is broken. Their contacts are nil and void. Yeah, and also don't forget Trump said Space Force. Oh, it's out there. It's out there. Oh, and we've got new satellites. Yeah, they've got new satellites. So they haven't got the connections anymore if they've got new satellites with Space Force, have they? So, you know, that's what they were using. Is that why the sun laboratories went down? They haven't got their communications anymore. Yeah, Trump is always one step ahead. If the illegal voting now means Trump can pass a law to provide ID on voting, these people are stupid. Exactly, to have ID with voting, what a good idea. So, because you'd over there do it totally different. Texas program is called bunch of illegals voting. They know about this. This is going to come out. So they shouldn't be voting, should they? To make it up. The massive red wave coming. I'm having hot water, distilled hot water, honey and lemon. Service to self, virus, service to mankind. It's a spiritual war. Yes, it is a spiritual war. I've said it's a spiritual war. It's not a war, not just a war of blood and flesh. It's a spiritual war, as we all know. New World Order, yeah, we're not having that one. That's what they thought they were getting in. He knows about that. Trump and his son Barron knows, and a good... Yeah, Trump and his son Barron knows, and a good 4D chess player. Certainly, as I've seen the pictures of him. And guess who else was a good chess player? Someone in the plan with Trump. One of Trump's friends supposedly died in a... Who else was good at chess? Anyone know? For we don't wrestle with flesh and... Yeah, it's a spiritual war. I talk about it in a different way, but yes, it is. Yes, it is a beautiful day today. People might look at it differently and think, oh, much wasn't said. It is a beautiful day today. Does anyone know who else is a good chess player? You can see pictures all over if you Google. I don't drink alcohol though. Come on, who else is a good chess player? Yay. Yeah, I'm going to find a picture. Oh, who else has seen the Ronald Reagan balloon pop? You remember when Ronald Reagan got shot at? Has anyone seen this? I'm going to show you anyway if I've got it on my phone. when he got shot at, uh, and then he did a speech. Listen to this.
Most compelling argument for an open world. We're reminded of the many traditions of openness and democracy that have marked the history of this city. America missed me.
He was making a speech and a balloon went off and it sounded like a gun and he didn't do anything, he just went, missed me. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, missed me. Is Putin a chess player? And I think, let me see. So, oh, it was hilarious. I was on Twitter that. Let me see if this comes up. The young John Kennedy Jr., a chess player. And funnily enough, here in the UK last night, there was another documentary on JFK and JFK and his murder and his assassination. They said murder is different to what we think, but I didn't actually watch it because I thought just because it's a documentary it doesn't really mean they put it out, did it? So yeah, think about that. He's a stable genius. He is using both art of the deal and art of the war. Exactly. I really want that book. And guess who wrote one of those books? Who? Was it JFK? I don't actually know. Wasn't Trump's son awarded the chess grandmaster? Probably because he is really good at chess. So when people think about the the virtual chess, yeah, it's a load of rubbish. No, it isn't. Checkerboards everywhere. It was on the floor today as they walked into that building, if anyone noticed. Santa Claus of America, JFK Jr. Probably. I think he's quite a few people on there, but it's getting quite good now. Yeah. Alcohol is poison. It comes in different forms, like the government's. Exactly, it is probably why I don't drink it anymore. Trump, yeah. I think I've sent some things to his thingy. They know everything. They've got everything. It's just interesting. Yeah, actually, I think there's good alcohol and bad alcohol. I think it's all this modern stuff that's coming, if you know what I mean. All the crappy stuff that's come out, these alcohol pops and stuff like that. That I've got that bright blue and stuff like that. You just had deja vu. But I don't know, I might add a bit more to this, but we will see. 11/11/2018. Yeah, today marks a lot. Think about it. It was back in the First World War, 1918. And now it's 2018. 100 years on is a big thing, and I think it's signifying. Oh, you don't even know what I've told you what I think it's signifying, whether you believe that or not, it's up to you. Yeah, everything in moderation, I believe that. We just have too much of stuff today. What's the great event? Wow, I have to keep watching. Something to do with JFK Jr. Well, there's lots of big events coming. The truth's coming. Like I said, it's tip of the iceberg. There's loads of things. It's not just that. It's that. Loads. Loads and loads and loads. But one of the biggest things is someone's being resurrected. Some people believe in aliens, but they don't believe in the resurrection of JFK Jr. I don't know why. Wasn't exactly proven, was it? Had a cast on his leg that day, didn't he? DNA memories is the key. The Akashic records, memories healing. Yeah. Yup. So, what a mad, crazy ride we have been on. That is all I can say. But yes, I'm going to have another look around. I thought, does anyone know? Is any other world leaders making a speech? Is Putin making a speech? Has he done one? Or it couldn't have just been Trump. Yeah, the ridding of pure evil. It's the takedown of the cabal. The corruptness that's been here in every country globally for a very, very long time. It's the dismantling of pure evil. Santa is always in the parade, yeah. He will be in the parade that day. Yeah. Oh yeah, Thanksgiving, yeah. Santa will always be, yeah, Santa will be there. If anyone gets my drift. Bit like that, can't even sing it now. Can I Santa Claus is coming to town? Yes, Santa will be there, people. You better start believing in Santa. If you know what I'm saying. We're a bit like, where's Wally? Where's Waldo? Trump is Q+. Well, like I said, it's a team and there's quite a few people in that team. Techno Tyrant Serve Lucifer G5 Cancer Kill Grid. Yeah, Big Pharma is laughing their way to the bank. Oh, not anymore, they're not. They have been doing for a very long time, but not anymore, they won't be. Not when the new technologies come out and they bring back, herbal, what do they call it, herbalistic doctors and stuff like that, which should be here anyway. Oh yeah, there's a surprise coming out, alright, JFK Jr. I've done many videos on this. There's a lot of us out there that have seen him at the rallies. Yeah, waiting for that one. So if that doesn't wake people up, don't know what will. Like I said, there's people out there who believe in ETs, but they don't believe JFK Jr. Is still alive, and it's like, what? You believe in ETs, but you don't believe JFK Jr. Faked his death. Don't get it. Question everything, yeah. So I'm gonna go, because I just want to say, just keep your eyes and ears open and listen to things. And yeah, it was depopulation, and yeah, if you go and look back on, I watched it on Space Force. It was a bit choppy. When they first went to the monument bit in France, Trump comes in and after him comes Putin, the last ones to come in. Look at the faces behind, look at the body language, look at Putin going like this. And then he sits down, when he stands there, he looks up to the sky and then he looks like he's dying to laugh. He looks like, you can tell he's trying to smile, but they're not smiling behind him. But Trump's in the middle, they're all behind him because obviously that's where they should be because they've been told. So I shall see you soon. And remember, this month is a good month. Wait, see what happens when Trump goes back over. Like I said, when he moves about, something happens here. When he goes back, something happens there. So keep watching. I'm going to see if Putin's made a speech. I don't know. So bye.